Supreme Team Stream, where we supply all the extreme streams to all extreme stream fiends. I'm your host, Mikey OutOfPocket. If you'd like to smash that like button, smash that subscribe. We're doing giveaways starting at 100 subscribers here on YouTube. If you're tapped in via our Twitch, our Twitch channel, make sure you smash that like button and smash the follow button because we're doing giveaways starting at 100 followers there. Before we get underway, I do want to say it is Thursday, June 8th, 12:09 a.m. Just turned the day over to Thursday here on the East Coast. I got a little bit of cotton mouth. I apologize if you hear it. Let's get to it. Nonetheless, we are underway. Give me a second. I'm going to get things set up here. Feel free to join me. I want to check out the XRP price. I forgot I have it down in the corner. The screen down there too. But nonetheless, folks. Calm before the storm? I think so. Just over the 7 days hump. So we'll build back up, take one more hump, and then the following week will lead us to June 13th. Well, actually, that's actually this week coming up. So I don't know what's going on with my chart down in that corner of the screen, so I apologize if that's off. But nonetheless, we got this chart right here. And I guess it's not really off. It probably just rounds up differently. Anywho, whatever. Apparently they said Ukraine would fall in a heartbeat if the Russians keep on advancing. That being said, feel sorry for everybody that's been involved in the Ukraine stuff, because pretty soon the whole world's going to be involved in it. Oh, wait. Too late. Already are. We're not trying to get too political here, but, folks, if you're worried, I don't blame you at all, because we are living in some crazy fucking times right now. Ain't no doubt about it. Twitch. I'm going to get the chat pulled up here. I had to close it out earlier. Bear with me for just a minute here. Yeah, we're up to 48 followers here on the Supreme Team stream via Twitch. Smash that comment. Join me in the chats. We now have the Twitch chat pulled up. All right. So we're gonna put this right up here. And then we gotta pull up our YouTube one. Here we go. YouTube. Can't stand Cottonmouth, man. And I know, yeah, dipping probably is not helping it. Absolutely right. I know. All right. Feel free to join me in here. We're going to say this is not for kids so we can get the chat rolling. It's just the best way to do things. We got one viewer in here. Greatly appreciate you tapping in. Tap in with me in the chats. We got the chats pulled up here now. We're going to pull up these XRP charts here. I'm going to pull up the trading view one, though. I do everything live here. I'm trying to learn at the same time as we teach and share this information. But yeah, join me in the chats. Just let me know that you can hear me. All right, just tap 3/8 into the chats to make sure you can hear me okay. Hopefully that little bit of water got rid of that sound. I apologize for all that. All right, we need to go to XRP. XRP sitting at 52 cents right now. It's 12:14 a.m. on the East Coast of the United States. We're live action. I'm your host, Mikey OutOfPocket. Make sure you're smashing those like buttons and subscribe. Everybody in the house is asleep, though, so I'm trying to keep it down, not get too excited as we see what unfolds here. I always like it when I see a lower level and a higher level, and then we're right in between them. Because whenever that happens, that just makes me feel like it's a moonshot waiting to happen, waiting to happen. All right, so let's go over here and peep out, see if anything's going on in the XRP Twitter space here. Not Twitter space. It's not Twitter space. I keep mispronouncing it. It's not. All right, let's see here. Mr. Use Case. Let's see here. This little shit Hugo Filan has the audacity to call out XRP after he bought the commodity with his dumb coins that are going to zero. I try to warn y'all of this guy. This is going to piss a lot of people off, but XRP has zero utility until it is flare wrapped XRP. Is that what? Hold on. Now we gotta look that up. If it's a F before, does that make it like a flare wrap? All right, so so FXRP is flare wrapped XRP. Just because I'm curious. Just because we're kind of curious to see on that. Let's see here. John Deaton. Always striving to be the best version of myself. Great. Love to see it. Bid followed you. Cool. We're getting some more follows here. I wonder how many of these are bots, though. All right, John Deaton. We know how SEC leadership treats conflicts of interest and appearances of improprieties now, don't we? Yeah, absolutely do. We certainly do. Twitter rose up and labeled Gary Gensler's tweet as lacking important context. His lies are starting to unravel. Here we go. See here, this was a tweet by Gary Gensler on June 6th, just a day and a half ago, roughly. Coinbase's alleged failures deprive investors of critical protections, including rulebooks that prevent fraud and manipulation, proper disclosure, safeguards against conflicts of interest, and routine inspection by the SEC. I would have to agree with that as well. Shout out to Crypto Law. That is, I believe, John Deaton's crypto firm's page. Make sure you're smashing those likes and follows on my page, but also if you're tapped into Twitter and want to get into more of the XRP Army stuff, you know what to do. You can go follow John Deaton. He's a must follow. Make sure you're following the right one though. It's John E. Deaton 1. No underscores, no spaces. Yeah, spelled like that. But make sure you go follow them because they are the people that I get my information from. Read what Twitter posted. Due to readers' input, decentralized justice works. Coinbase's alleged failures deprives investors of critical protections. Oh, he already. All right. I want to thank my special guests for agreeing to share their unique perspective on the Hinman emails. Attorney Jeremy has read every pleading filed in the Ripple case over the last 2.5 years, and no one knows the case any more or better than he does. He's been a vocal leader. Johnny Deaton heads an all-star panel of legal experts to react to the Hammond documents being unsealed on June 13th, Rosalind Layton's counsel, Carl Cesare, will react to the documents he fought. All right, cool. That's what's up. So we're going to have to tap into that on June 13th. I swear we're going to have to tap into that. All right. Crypto Law, who was it that said their shamefulness will shock you? Oh, we know who that was. Brad Garlinghouse. Yes, sir. All right. Binance lawyers allege SEC Chair Gensler offered to serve as an advisor to crypto company in 2019. I see I'm not the only one who said Gary Gensler is hoping suing all the exchanges might redirect attention from his meetings with the single biggest fraudster crypto has known. GOP Majority Whip said that there was a rumor Gensler was kind of close to linking a deal with SB fraud. Go figure, right? Great content. What is a liquidity pool and what does it mean to provide liquidity in DeFi? Reminder that I wrote an extensive DeFi guide for beginners who want to learn the ecosystem. It is free to use, unsponsored, and publicly available, and it always will be. Let's check this out here. Yeah, we're trying to learn how to use our crypto and our assets as tools to get closer to financial freedom, okay? Here we go. What is a liquidity pool and what does it mean to provide liquidity in DeFi? A liquidity pool refers to a pool of tokens being held in a smart contract and is used for trading between assets on decentralized exchanges, such as Uniswap or Curve. Liquidity pools can serve more than one function in the decentralized ecosystem, including providing liquidity to spot traders, perpetual exchanges, and bridges. The common denominator to liquidity pools is that you are providing tokens to a smart contract, which enables its functionality and rewards you for your contribution to the pool. I should have stayed in school. All right. When you provide liquidity to a pool, you are allowing the smart contract to use your tokens. In return, the contract will give you back liquidity pool tokens, which you receive to your wallet and hold in self-custody. LP tokens are the wrap version of your assets. Once they enter the liquidity pool and represent your stake, you can imagine an LP token like a receipt, and that you must return the LP to withdraw your tokens. When you enter a dual asset liquidity pool like Aave or ETH, you enter the pool at a 1-to-1 ratio. This means if I want to provide $1,000 to the pool, I will need $500 of Aave and $500 of ETH. LP tokens are tied to the price of underlying assets. If the price of both assets increase simultaneously, the price of your LP token will increase, and if they decrease simultaneously, the price of your LP tokens will decrease. If asset prices diverge, the original 1-to-1 ratio will fluctuate and cause permanent loss, which we get into below. So Aave and ETH example. So I've actually been playing around with this with a buddy of mine a little bit on Aave and whatnot. Let's see here. Let me get some water in my. All right. For example, if I provide $500 to ETH, $500 Aave to the liquidity pool contract, I will receive back $1,000 in the amount of Aave ETH LP tokens relative to my percentage of the total pool. These LP tokens represent my 1-to-1 stake in the ETH Aave pool, which is the attached 2-minute video providing liquidity in DeFi staking for beginners to see a simple walkthrough of an example with visual aid. Smart contracts are self-executing lines of code running on a blockchain. See, code is law with blockchain. That's one thing that you should know by now. All right. The concept of a smart contract is the same as any contract format you would be familiar with. Two parties come to an agreement, sign a contract, and execute. With smart contracts, agreements can be made autonomously and anonymously with no intermediary. LP tokens LP is an acronym for liquidity pool. Liquidity pool tokens represent your contribution and stake in the pool relative to total pool size. Dual asset liquidity pool refers to a liquidity pool made up of two assets. The Aave ETH LP is a dual asset pool. These are also single asset pools, meaning a liquidity pool made up of one asset. If I stake USDC as a single asset, it is in a single asset pool. Yeah, so it's pretty lit. So let's see here. Let's go here. The resources are intended for general guidance and educational purposes only. I am not an investment or financial advisor and make no representation regarding the advisability of investing. For convenience only, this website may provide links or pointers to third-party sites. While all information is provided is in good faith, I make no representations about any other websites that may be accessed from this website. If you choose to access any such site, you do so at your own risk. Decentralized finance is subject to significant risk, including risk related to smart contracts. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I'm not gonna get all the way into that because we're streaming. We're not trying to make a video or anything like that. But that's pretty rad at the least, because I always I understood it to a degree, but that right there just honestly made it a little more vivid for me, or not vivid, but I grasped the concept a lot better. All right, let's see here. Johnny Deaton also retweeted documents filed by the SEC on Wednesday indicate that attorneys from Gibson and Dunn and Latham and Watkins, one of Binance's law firms, alleged that Gensler offered to serve as an advisor to the crypto exchange in several March 2019 conversations with Binance executives and Zell. Go down further here. He eventually met Zhao in Japan for lunch later that month, the filing claims. Must be nice to be able to just fly around the world like that and meet with all these billionaires. We need to investigate Gensler's meetings and potential deal with SBF, FTX, and FTX official. There's more there, gentlemen. Okay. I've watched and fought bullies my entire life. Gensler is the quintessential bully. All right, there we go. I said that word right, I think. He's a boy who didn't get picked up on the first full court basketball game, so he took his ball and left. I've talked to people who've been in the room with him, and he insists on showing everyone he's the smartest guy in the room. The same child prodigy that became the youngest partner in Goldman Sachs history. He's disliked by everyone. He was cutting a deal with the biggest fraudster in crypto, SBF FTX, and ready to give a regulatory advantage to FTX official. An offshore exchange while screwing Coinbase and American Exchange. Gary Gensler is a bad man, full stop. Yes, sir, I agree. Let's retweet that. We love that. Okay. God, Dean was on a roll here, wasn't he? Please be true. All right, just in, Gary Gensler applied to serve as an advisor for Binance in 2019. Seen all of that, okay. So John Deaton tweeted here, Max Kaiser, senior Bitcoin advisor, press. Gary is doing Satoshi's work by getting rid of shitcoins. Thank you, Gary. A so-called libertarian celebrating a bad faith regulator, ignoring 76 years of case law during an unconstitutional expansion of Howey. Max is celebrating the same regulator who has arbitrarily denied a spot Bitcoin ETF, causing investors in the U.S. to go offshore and be harmed. Gary is doing Satoshi's work by getting rid of shitcoins. Damn good tweet. We don't need the internet. There already is the post office and many libraries. People don't need the internet. That's funny, actually. I'm sure people not paying close attention might think Jake is being hyperbolic here. He's not. The SEC theory regarding digital assets is so overbroad that it equally applies to Air Jordan, Yeezys, baseball cards, Pokemon cards, Rolex watches, Birkin bags, etc. If the SEC's legal theories on investment contracts are right, then basically all luxury goods in existence, watches, sneakers, cars, handbags, are securities. The idea that the SEC should regulate markets for these goods is, I don't know how else to say it, pants on head crazy. We'll hold a special. So, see, the SEC's trying to take over the IRS at this point. Don't it seem like it? Wait till the IRS comes into play. I bet they'll. I don't know. I wonder how that plays out. They're probably working hand in hand, huh? It's still early, and this particular battle isn't a game changer, but it's an important battle within the war. To those like Kevin O'Leary TV who said Coinbase was stupid for suing the SEC, you were wrong then and you're wrong now. Go back to my previous tweets, and I said there's a good chance an appellate judge could blast the SEC for its conduct, just as Judge Netburn did in the Ripple case, just as Judge did in the Voyager case, and just as judges did in the Grayscale appeal. There are two courts, the courthouse and public opinion. Eventually, we will win both. Brad Garlinghouse and Stuart Roddy said 2 years ago the SEC is wrong on both the facts and the law. Earlier tonight, the Third Circuit issued a short order in Coinbase's mandamus action today. The court noted the SEC sued against us this morning and asked the SEC whether that means the SEC has decided to deny our pending petition for rulemaking. The SEC has 7 days to respond. It forces SEC to announce their decision. If denied, it undermines credibility if approved. And it's a frivolous lawsuit. Check, but not checkmate. Wait, what? I thought the SEC could not be sued. That's why they can get away with whatever they want. No checks and balances. If they can be sued, why haven't the 75? See what XRP price sitting at. 52 cents, still sitting in that good range here. Yeah, feel free to join me in the chats, man. We do have the chats up. I know it's getting late. Probably not a lot of people tapping in here. All I need you guys to do is just smash that like button, smash that subscribe. That's all I ask. We're trying to network. Join me in the chats. We're bored. I'm fully attentive to the chat. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you do, what you like to do, how you're staying sane in this crazy world. I guess let's go see what this Quinta shit's about. I just hate ETH with a passion, bro. Well, I guess I'm gonna stop streaming right here. As we see, we're getting some action pumping in XRP. Um, I don't really want to stop streaming yet, but I do want to go get me some. We'll see if we can get some kind of push here. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and tap out of the stream for now, but what I am going to do is I'm going to leave this up and running with these charts rolling there. I'm going to be away from the chat, but when I wake up, before I shake out to go make some money, you know, that good old fiat currency, shit that ain't worth a damn. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave this up, check out the chats in the morning. Make sure you're doing me a huge solid. Smash that thumbs up, the like, that post notifications on, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. I'm trying to see if this one's lagging. I think it's smaller. But anyhow, yeah, smash those buttons for me. Do me a huge solid. Feel free to get the chat popping while I'm gone. Meet some new people. Reach out. Subscribe to a few other people that are in the channel. Let's build a us a what do you call it? A community, a network. So that way, when these assets that we've been studying, we've been trying to pack our bags the best we can in this Great Depression. Try not to have to sell any of your bags, all that good stuff. Want to make sure we're tapping in with each other. So make sure you do me a huge solid. Smash that thumbs up button. Smash that subscribe. And I'm going to pop out the camera and the mic here. But, yeah, make sure you guys do those things. And hope you all enjoy the rest of the night. I am your host, Mikey OutOfPocket. And I'm about to go get off.